What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today we're here to talk about Alex Pereira getting revenge for Glover Teixeira, and I'm going to give my full card picks for UFC 295. I'm the best predictor on YouTube. We got a great card here. We got Jiri Prochazka. We got Alex Pereira. We got the Pavlovich of Sergey, dude. We got Tom Aspen. He's a great fighter. I'd love to fight him. We got Mackenzie, Dern. Shit. And we got Diego Lopez, the absolute best featherweight on the planet. And the rest are nobodies. Oh, Steve Erceg as well. He's pretty cool. But yeah, the rest are nobodies. Let's get straight into this card. Early prelims. We got Dennis Bazooka versus Jamal Emmers. I'm going to go with Jamal Emmers by KO, I believe. He's a pretty good fighter. Obviously, he lost to Jack Jenkins, my twin brother. You never saw us in the same room, so I can't confirm or deny if I was actually in that fight and beat Jamal Emmers by split decision. But he's a pretty good fighter, dude. He's fought Giga Chikadze, took him to a split decision as well. So I just trust him a little bit more than Dennis Bazooka. I know this guy's definitely getting bazookaed in the gym every week by fucking Aljo and Marab. So I'm going to pick Jamal Emmers, dude. Jamal Emmers by KO. Let's move on. We got Joshua Van versus Kevin Borjas. Literally never heard of this dude in my entire life. I'm going to go with Joshua Van by decision. Let's move on. We got John Castaneda versus Kang Kyung Ho. Again, I'm going to be real with you, dog. I probably have seen these guys fight before. Not ringing any bells. I'm going to go with John Castaneda because he's younger. And that's usually the go. I'm going to pick Castaneda to win that fight. And then the main early prelim, we got Jared Gordon. Bobblehead bald man himself versus another bobblehead bald man himself, Mark Madsen. Both of these guys got beat by, what's his name? Fucking Grant Dawson, dude. So that's not looking quite good in retrospect. Jared Gordon, of course, also got chinned by Bobby Green's head. Pause. That's a crazy statement. But you know what? I'm gonna pick Jared Gordon, dude. He's actually pretty decent. I'm gonna pick Gordon by decision. I feel like he's just a little bit fresher, a little bit better overall. I rate Paddy Pimblett. I know that's a controversial statement. I actually think he's all right. So I'm gonna say Jared Gordon wins this by split decision. I think this is gonna be a really boring fight. Because Jared Gordon literally doesn't have a finish in the UFC, dude. Like, let's be real. He's got the same amount of finishes as me in the UFC. Let's move on. We got Nazim Sadikov versus Vyacheslav Borshev. I'm going to go with Sadikov by round 2 submission, I think, or round 3 submission, something like that. I feel like he's a pretty good fighter, especially with his grappling. I'm pretty sure he trains with Matt Frivola and all those guys as well. Borshev, a very good striker, just doesn't really have the grappling for me to trust picking him against a pretty well-rounded guy like Sadikov. So I'm going to pick Sadikov to win this fight. Let's move on. We got Mateusz Rebecki versus Roosevelt Roberts, OG of the tough season that just happened. We're going to do this. We're going to fight right now. Obviously, that's the most iconic moment. He's got a crazy reach advantage. You know what? Roosevelt Roberts by KO is not a bad underdog pick here because this reach advantage is fucking mental. That being said, I'm going to pick Rebecki to win this fight pretty easily. He's pretty good, dude. I do rate his skills, but Roosevelt Roberts by KO, remember that pick, dude, because that's actually not a bad kind of underdog pick. If I was feeling a little bit more, if I was on a couple more win streak in terms of my predictions, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, Roosevelt Roberts by KO, but I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to pick Rebecki by decision. Let's move on. What else we got in this shit? We got Tabitha Ricci. She looks like Paulo Costa, dude. I'm going to pick Lupita Godinez to win this fight by decision, but you know what? I could see Tabitha Ricci really winning this. Yeah, dude. I might change my pick. I don't know. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna pick Ricci by decision. Fuck it. I'm gonna regret it maybe, but you know what? I'm gonna pick Ricci by decision because WMMA makes no fucking sense, dude. Here's the fucking thing, you guys, right? You think somebody should win, they fucking lose 30-27, dude. So I'm gonna pick Ricci by decision because she should lose, but she probably won't somehow. But oh man, I don't know, and I don't really care. Flyweight division, we got Steve Erceg versus Alessandro Costa. Costa's coming in on short notice. And Steve Erceg was getting ready to fight Matt Schnell, dude. Like that's like getting ready to fight Alex Perez. That's like getting ready to fight your fucking dad that went to get, you know, milk from the store, dude. You know, he's not. That's not the man will not be there in the octagon on that night. So I don't think Steve Erceg was super stressed. Like, oh, I really got to get ready for Matt Schnell. Like, I got to really get ready for the short notice replacement. Whereas Alessandro Costa, this guy's coming in off the couch. Pretty good fighter, but dude, you got chinned by fucking Amir Albazi, little bro. So, in that respects, I'm gonna pick Steve Erceg by submission. He is a very, very good grappler. Round 2 or round 3 submission is my pick here. I think Steve Erceg is gonna take him down, tire him out, get to his back, and hit him with a rear naked choke. I could also see some sort of I want to say like some sort of Das choke, anaconda choke type situation, but I'm going to pick Steve Erceg by round 2 or 3 rear naked choke. He's a very, very high level grappler. That's probably the best part of his game is his grappling. He's got good striking too, but I've been watching this guy on Eternal for ages, and he's a grappler, dude. He's a very good fighter. That's my pick for the prelims. I got Erceg, Ricci, Rebechi, dude, Sadikov, and the Gordon dude, the John Castaneda dude, the Van, and Dennis Bazooka, bro. I got them. Let's move on to the main card. Now I'm fucking hyped for this shit, dude. Damn, I'm hyped for this shit. First fight on the card. Diego Lopez, the best featherweight on the planet, is going to take out Pat Sabatini via KO. He has a huge reach advantage. He is better on the feet. He's bigger. The grappling is near even. I think he can threaten with enough submissions to keep Pat Sabatini off him. I could see him losing a round on control time just because I feel like he's so comfortable on his back, but I feel like they're going to early round 2 or early round 3, Diego Lopez is just going to catch him with something, put him out, and follow up, ground and pound, get the huge win in front of the MSG crowd. This guy's got like star qualities, dude. I really think next year we're going to see Diego Lopez in the top 10 of the featherweight division. This could age really, really badly, but you know what? A lot of my picks you usually right in that way, where I go, you know what? This guy's going to be a champ. This guy's going to do this. I'm usually right on those things, except for Curtis Blades. Fucking caveman, dude. Anyways, bro. Regardless of Curtis Blades, I'm usually right. And Diego Lopez, I think he's going to win this. Let's move on. We got Matt Frevola, the Ginger Ninja, versus Benoit Saint Denis. I'm picking Benoit Saint Denis by KO, bro. Oh, fuck. What did I just open? I just opened my Dell on my computer, dude. That's a bit shit. What the fuck is opening, dude? I don't want... Dude, fuck off. All right, anyways. Sorry, I just opened... So I'll edit that out. I'm picking Benoit Saint Denis by KO, dude. I know that Matt Frevola is dangerous. He's well-rounded, but so is Benoit Saint Denis. And I feel like with the reach advantage and the style of Matt Frevola, I'm picking Benoit Saint Denis to chin Matt Frevola. I think he will get hurt at some point, but I do think if I have to pick who's a better fighter, I'm going to say Benoit Saint Denis is the better fighter. I think he can make this happen. He can get through this. I could see him getting rocked a bit early on, but again, you got chinned by Terrence McKinney, Doug, and I know that happens, but you know, I just feel like Benoit Saint Denis, the momentum and the Chad energy of this guy and the power, I feel like 50-50. Somebody's going down in the first 2 rounds. I'm picking Benoit Saint Denis to KO Matt Frevola. He could easily get chinned as well. I could see that happening, but I'm going to trust Saint Denis to win this fight by KO. Let's move on. We got Mackenzie, Dern. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Versus Jessica Andrade. Anyways, I'm picking Mackenzie Dern by submission. Round 2, round 3 submission for Mackenzie Dern. Jessica Andrade just doesn't want it anymore, bro. Like, she just doesn't give a fuck, dude. Look at her losses. I swear she was like 24-5 like 2 months ago, dude. What the fuck happened, bro? This dude's putting up a Tony Ferguson impression for the ages, man. Like, and I don't mean this dude in that way, dude. My bad. I didn't mean it like that. But I'm gonna pick Mackenzie Dern via Brazilian translator. I mean via submission. Probably an armbar or a mounted triangle. God, I wish that was me. But yeah, Mackenzie Dern's gonna get this one done late first round, early second round. I just think Jessica Andrade doesn't want it anymore, dude. And she's going to like be blitzing forward, a bit hesitant, get cracked, get taken down, and try and get up too quickly and get submitted by Mackenzie Dern. There's just so many ways she can submit Jessica Andrade. So I'm going to pick Mackenzie Dern via submission, round 2, round 3. All right. Now let's talk about this co-main event, dude. This is fucked because I keep changing my pick. But you know what? I'm going to pick Sergey Pavlovich by round 1 KO. I feel like if this was a full camp, Tom Aspinall by submission, 110% would be my pick. I think Tom Aspinall is a better fighter than Sergey Pavlovich. I really do. And if he wins, I will not be surprised. Like there's two outcomes. Round 1 KO Sergey Pavlovich, round 2 or round 1 submission Tom Aspinall. These are the outcomes that are going to happen. I'm just picking one. I'm just flipping a coin, basically. I'm picking Sergey Pavlovich by KO round 1. I think he's going to catch Tom Aspinall as he's coming in, rock him, kind of put him on like wobbly legs. Tom Aspinall's going to shoot a bad shot. I don't think he'll get stuffed per se. I just think he'll get cracked and kind of crumple a little bit as he tries to shoot. And Pavlovich just kind of, while Tom Aspinall's holding onto the single leg, Pavlovich just TKOs him on the ground and pound. Maybe a slightly early stoppage, some back of the head shots could be involved. I could see that happening. But I think Sergey Pavlovich's power, especially early on, Tom Aspinall darting in, I could see him just coming right into a jab pause. Similar to Robert Whittaker, Dricus du Plessis, I could just see him kind of stepping in to do something and just getting blasted and kind of dropping for a second, going, oh shit, and he tries to shoot and it's just too late. You know, I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a Sergey Pavlovich KO victory, and Don Jones will mysteriously retire within the next couple of months, I think, if that happens. So another reason I'm picking Sergey Pavlovich as well is Tom Aspinall. I feel like he's overlooking this fight. I don't know. And I see videos on Instagram of Michael Bisping kind of being like, 100%, buddy, Tom Aspinall's going to win the belt and he's going to fight John Jones, buddy. I just feel like that's going to come back to bite him, dude. I feel like that's going to get thrown in his face. I really hope that happens. So I like Tom Aspinall. I can really see him just getting kind of TKO'd here early on. A bit disappointing of an outcome. I don't think it'll be like a flatline brutal KO. But I think it'll be a ground and pound TKO, maybe slightly early stoppage win for Sergey Pavlovich. Tom Aspinall could get injured as well. That's a possibility, knowing this fucking guy. I don't want to lose the belt in serious fashion. I'd rather tear my ACL or something like that and really make the fans uncertain of who's the actual heavyweight champion. You know, I really want to disappoint the fans with another injury in the biggest fight of my career. I truly believe that's the best way to go. Nobody will be disappointed, but nobody will be happy. Sergey Pavlovich, round 1, TKO, early stoppage type shit. Let's talk about the main event, dude. Okay, I reached out to Alex Pereira, for his comments on this fight, and he was pretty outspoken. He said, you know, again, this was one where I was kind of going back and forth. I'm like, oh, Pereira's kind of old. Jiri's coming off the injury. Oh, Pereira's, you know, not experienced enough. He's a bit chinny. I think especially after the Adesanya fight, I just can't get that visual of him chinned badly outside of my head. But at the same time, I will say this. Jiri Prochazka has had moments of losing to Dominic Reyes, has had moments of losing to Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira was going to beat him in that fight, you know. And I don't see Alex Pereira jumping a fucking guillotine if he hurts Jiri Prochazka. Let's make that very clear. I just think that 25 minutes is such a long time for Jiri Prochazka to not get rocked by Alex Pereira, especially the way that he fights. It's almost like he wants to get chinned. Like I feel like he's almost subconsciously kind of seeking out that danger. And I think Alex Pereira is going to kind of chop him up with kicks. I do think Jiri Prochazka is going to sting Pereira when he tries to leg kick him. He's going to like stick out his long jab and kind of send Alex Pereira stumbling back a bit, and he's going to reset. But dude, I just think this is such a long time for Jiri Prochazka to not get stung by Alex Pereira at some point. Especially a light heavyweight Pereira that's settled in, that's not flabby and fat. Like, this is going to be a bulked up, kind of bigger, more natural light heavyweight Pereira with some more power in his shots. I'm assuming some more strength and conditioning. And it's in Madison Square Garden. He's undefeated in Madison Square Garden, dude. That's something I got to think about as well. I do think this. it will either be an Alex Pereira straight right hand rocks Jiri Prochazka. He's backed up against the fence, and Alex Pereira just unloads the tank on him, hits him with left hook, kind of wobbles him a bit. It TKOs him against the fence. I don't think Jiri Prochazka is going to go out cold. Alex Pereira doesn't really do that to a lot of these guys, unless your name's Strong. So here's the fucking thing, you guys, right? I do think it's going to be a standing TKO against the fence for Alex Pereira, where Jiri Prochazka is just kind of out on his feet. Maybe he kind of stumbles a little bit, but doesn't like face plant. I don't see a face plant KO. Honestly, more likely as Alex gets flatline KO than Jiri, but I do think Alex Pereira is going to TKO Jiri Prochazka. Big right hand rocks Jiri, kind of stumbles back to the fence. Alex Pereira unloads on him with punches, rips him to the body, knee to the body. Boom, big left hook. Jiri kind of like shuts down for a second, comes back up. Referee stops the fight. And Alex Pereira just kind of walks off like a badass. I think that's going to happen around round 2 or round 3, maybe a round 4 TKO. I could see that, where it's kind of a back and forth kind of brawl where they beat the fuck out of each other, and then Alex Pereira TKOs him in round 4. That's a possibility. Another serious possibility, if I was a betting man and I was like, and I don't know what the odds are, I think Alex Pereira is a slight favorite. Dude, if I was going to bet on this, now don't take my advice because, you know, I'm going to jinx it, but dude, Jiri Prochazka by submission is such a good pick if you're trying to like pick against the grain, dude. If you're like talking to your boys and they're like, yo, what's a good, like, everybody has that one mate that's like betting on UFC, doesn't even fucking watch. It's like, yo, what should I bet? Jiri Prochazka by submission, dude. That's like a possibility that's probably paying crazy odds. Because he's really considered a grappler. And as for the grappling, I think Alex Pereira will stuff his takedowns. I could see him threatening a submission, a guillotine. Like, Alex Pereira's actually got good grappling. I don't think that's a factor in this fight. So I do think Alex Pereira is going to keep this fight standing. And 25 minutes is just too long to not get stung by Alex Pereira, unless he just flatlines Alex. And look, there's nothing you can do about that. But it's 25 minutes is too long to not get fucking hurt by Alex. And I think Alex Pereira is just gonna finish him if he hurts him. He's gonna put him against the fence, unload the clip on him, hit him with that left hook, kind of make Jiri shut off for a second. Maybe he falls to a knee and kind of just gets stopped like that, but he gets back up and he's fine. And they hug it out. That's what I think is going to happen. But let me know what you guys think down below, bro. Who you got this weekend? I'm fucking hyped for this card. I'm sad we don't get to see Stipe take John Jones's belt because that's what was going to happen. Look into it. But yeah, bro, let me know what you guys think down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I'm going to see you in the next video. I'm going to do a card builder for the fights that just got announced, 298 and 299. See you in the next video. Goodbye.